Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you guys another KonMari method clean and declutter marathon. You guys love these videos. Anytime I put together a decluttering marathon, you guys are always really excited, so I figured that I would bring you guys another one this week. Now, if you guys are new to my channel and you're not really sure what this consists of, it's basically my most recent 5 clean and decluttering videos that I combined together to bring you guys 2 hours of cleaning motivation so that you guys can just put me on your screen and we can clean along together. I hope that you guys enjoy this video and it gives you tons of cleaning and organizing motivation to get some cleaning done in your home. And we are just gonna hop right into the marathon.
Stand tall. So why didn't you call? So many years has gone by, but I think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all, but why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air.
Hey y'all, it's Whitney and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Either way, I'm so happy to have you guys here today. We are actually going to be doing a kitchen declutter. I think it's been about, I want to say 7 or 8 months since the last time I did any decluttering in my kitchen. So it was time to revisit these areas. A lot of my organization systems that I had happening last time just were not holding up as well anymore. And my labels and stuff, they would tend to fall off and everything like that. So I really just wanted to take the time today and get my kitchen back in order. I'm also going to be sharing with you guys how I create new labels for my kitchen bins. So thank you to Cricut for sponsoring today's video, and I will share all of that with you guys towards the end of this video. I really want to encourage you guys to declutter along with me or clean along with me, put me up on your screen, or if you're just hanging out today, that is awesome as well. Let me know what you guys are doing today. Are you doing some cleaning? What areas are you tackling? Are you drinking your morning coffee? Whatever it is, I want to hear all about it. But we are just going to get started here by working on this is like my baking spice drawer, I guess. This is where I keep all of my baking supplies, flour, sugar, brown sugar, syrups, all of that good stuff. And I wanted to start out by completely clearing out this space so that I could see everything laid out in front of me. Anytime I do a decluttering project, this is kind of my method. I just completely clear out the area. That way I can see all of the stuff I have in front of me. It makes it easier to go through, making sure I'm not missing anything. As you guys can see, it was a little bit dirty in here, so I needed to go ahead and wipe that down first. And then I will begin to just go through everything, checking expiration dates. I had a lot of expired stuff in this kitchen declutter, you guys will see here in a little bit. But I'm gonna start with that, and then I will go through everything and see if I need to toss anything out.
Separate ways, not enough time, not enough time. I'm falling behind, I hate to separate my body and mind, my body and mind.
I know that I used the terms KonMari method in my title, and I always get comments about this. People are always very confused on what KonMari is, or sometimes they are just saying that I'm not doing KonMari correctly, and you are right. I personally take aspects of the KonMari method and apply it to the areas that I am decluttering. I don't follow her method perfectly. I'm not a perfect person. I just do what works for me. Now, whenever you Konmari declutter something, so Konmari stands for Marie Kondo. That is her name. She is who kind of like developed and coined this term KonMari. I always get so much confusion about that. They're like, her name is Marie Kondo. Yes, but it is called KonMari. So basically, you are supposed to go through and declutter everything of one type of item at once. So say I'm going through spices. I would gather every single spice in my kitchen and declutter it at one time. Candles at one time. Clothes, so I would take all of my jeans and declutter them at one time. But that can be very overwhelming, especially if you're like me and you just have stuff all over the house. And I know that's the point. I always say that it's overwhelming and people are like, well, isn't that the point? Yes, that is the point. It's supposed to be overwhelming so you can see just how much crap you have and how much stuff you need to get rid of. I understand that. But I also don't like to overwhelm myself if I don't absolutely have to. So I just do things a little bit differently. I pick and choose aspects of her method and apply them to how they work for me. You know, I'm not perfect. You don't have to do it the way I do it. You don't have to do it the way she does it. Just declutter the way that works for you. And another thing I want to mention, the last time, I don't know if it was the last time, but I definitely decluttered on here. And I had taken everything out of my drawers and my cabinets and stuff and laid it all out, and it was very overwhelming and it made it hard to work because there was no space to work. So the way that I like to declutter is doing space by space. So instead of taking everything out of the cabinets that I was going to be working in today, I just went through each one at a time.
Time to sort out all the fights, sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah.
Some of you might be confused about what I'm doing here. So before I was adding in spices to my other ones, whenever I get a new spice, they don't always fit inside of the spice jars that I have. So then I have like a little bit left over. And so whenever I start to use the spice jar, I will just add the rest in. It's all expiration the same. So I don't have to worry about like, you know, making sure the old stuff's on top and the new stuff's on the bottom. I just wanted to clarify that really quickly. And also, I got comments on this one time about expiration dates. I personally don't really need them. There are certain spices that I will write on the bottom. So the two that I just put in today, bay leaves and onion flakes, I don't use those a whole lot, so I did put the expiration dates on them. But I know in my head that spices expire within 2 years, and you can smell when they're stale, let's be honest. They don't taste as good. So I personally don't need expiration dates, and a lot of people came for me last time when I didn't do that. But if you guys just want to add expiration dates on your jars, that's totally cool. Do whatever you want, however you feel happy. It's just not something that I felt the need to do, but I did add expiration dates just using a dry erase marker. You could also use those little dot sticker things to put on the bottom and write the expiration date on those as well. I had a lot to go through here. This cabinet was by far the worst as far as just collection of stuff. This kind of became our collect-all area. We had a tendency of throwing things up here. My husband and I are both notorious for doing this. Just throwing things up there that necessarily don't belong in the kitchen, that, you know, we were just feeling a little bit lazy that day and didn't want to go all the way upstairs, so we threw it into this cabinet. I also had a lot of expired medications. Now, this is something I try to do and go through every 6 months. I will go through our medications. And before I go to use one, I will check the expiration date. But there's a lot of medications in here that we haven't used in a long time that were expired, and I needed to just get rid of them. So that is what I'm going to do really quickly here. Just go through all of that. I'll go through the supplements, make sure those aren't expired, and then just kind of go through the rest of the stuff. We had some first aid things here that I honestly didn't really declutter much of. And then we had our house tools and things. Some stuff needed to go into the garage. And you know, there was just a random assortment of things that did not belong in this cabinet.
Sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego.
I'm just using this basket here to collect all of the stuff that I knew for a fact needed to go upstairs. That way, it just made it easier for me, even though while I'm doing these voiceovers, that basket is still sitting on my stairs. So it's been a few days now, but you know what? We're not perfect here. This is just real life for me. This is how I do things. Leave laundry in the dryer for 8 days, you know, all that good stuff. Now we're going to go through our junk drawer, even though this really wasn't that bad, and it's because we had been using that cabinet instead of this. This was really easy. This just had a lot of like random papers that needed to go upstairs, and then other than that, things were pretty much decluttered. I also really needed to go through our pens and just make sure all of those were working and in working order, so you'll see me doing that in a little bit here as well. Now, I wanted to ask you guys, what is an area in your home that you struggle the most with keeping organized? So mine is definitely by far the kitchen. I don't know, I'm just really bad about keeping up with my organization systems in here, and then they get out of hand. I'm also really bad about keeping dressers organized. So like all of my clothes right now are completely unfolded and just kind of thrown in there. That is going to be a future video here as well. It's just going through all of our dressers and getting that stuff organized. But I wanted to ask you guys, you know, what's an area that you struggle with? Maybe I can film a video and help you utilize some good organization systems in your home. That is what I'm here for. I'm here to motivate you guys and inspire you and just give you some ideas for your home.
You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking rules. On the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us two, playing around without a clue. On the edge, cleaning out. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing. But guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing.
since I was decluttering everything, I just kind of went on a cleaning frenzy and I wanted to just get in every single drawer and vacuum up all the crumbs and wipe everything down. I didn't necessarily declutter anything out of this specific drawer, but it really needed to be cleaned. There was like sticky stuff in there, crumbs, and then I really just wanted to take this time and just do all of the cabinets. So I'm going to be doing this one. Those white bins that you see are really dirty. You just can't see it on camera. Just lots of crumbs and things that needed to be vacuumed up. So I really just wanted to get in here and get everything nice and clean since I was already in here decluttering. I also wanted to vacuum the bottom cabinets here on the long side of my kitchen, again with crumbs and things. And this cabinet's very random. I have all of my extra utensils that we don't use all of the time. And then I have a few organization bins in here because I am planning on doing a pantry organization video here very soon on my channel. And I'm going to be doing a fridge organization video. So I'm really excited to share those. I hope you guys will watch them with me and maybe plan to declutter them with me as well. I think that would be really fun. But anyway, I just wanted to get these drawers kind of straightened back up and vacuum out all of the crumbs. Under my sink was working out really well. I just had a lot of products under here from when my family was sick with COVID. I had a lot of disinfecting products that I had like triple of that I did not need to have in here. So I did just kind of condense all of that. I put the rest of them upstairs. That way there's some stuff for the bathrooms upstairs. And I always get comments about my liner in here. I know it's not the best liner. It's just working for me right now. Maybe one day I'll get one that's a little bit better and doesn't, you know, curl up every single time I move something. But for right now, it works. I don't really have to move things around in here a lot, so it doesn't really get messed up a whole lot. But I just kind of wanted to say that because I always get comments about that as well. Now I want to share with you guys how I created these beautiful labels using my Cricut Joy. So thank you to Cricut for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I will be using my Cricut Joy app on my phone to create easy, beautiful labels. And all you do is select what label you want, and then you'll type in all of your different labels and then select what material you are using. I am just using this Smart Label writable vinyl. And the app will walk you through everything you need to do in the order that you need to do them, so there's no confusion with what to do. Just follow along with what the app is telling you to do. And so for today, instead of using the cutting tool, I am actually using the pens to create the written look of my labels that I love for all of my organization projects. The Cricut Joy is a great product to have because you really can create any project, from t-shirts to cards, to labels for organization projects. You can even create things like car decals and custom water bottles and backpacks for your kids or even for yourself. Whatever your use for the Cricut Joy is, it really is the perfect machine to execute your project needs. What I love about the Cricut Joy is how easy it is to use, and I love that it's portable, so you're able to do projects anywhere in your home. You can also bring it to a friend's house and do projects for them, or you can even bring it to work. Making these labels was so easy, and it only took me a few minutes to set it all up and get them going, and in no time I was able to peel them off and place them where I needed them to be. If you guys are interested in learning more about the Cricut Joy, I will link the machine and all of the materials that I used today in the description box below. And thank you again to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. And now for those very satisfying before and after transformation shots for you guys. I always like to include these whenever I do decluttering projects in my home so that you guys can really see the full transformation. But anyway, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching today's video and hanging out with me today. I hope that you leave today's video feeling inspired and motivated to get some cleaning and decluttering in your home today. As always, thank you guys so much for watching my videos and supporting my channel. You guys are seriously the best, and I just love you guys so much, and I appreciate all of your love and support all the time. It definitely does not go unnoticed. And I'm just very blessed and thankful to have you guys as my community here. But anyway, I am just gonna leave the transformation clips running, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.
I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on a fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't want to be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest when I'm not. I just want to go my own way, gonna let the past burn down, cause honestly don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you. I'm gonna leave it all behind, find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing an extreme clean and declutter with me. I had a few problem areas in my home that I really wanted to get done and tackled today. I also have a lot of deep cleaning, and I have a grocery haul as well for you guys. And I kind of just jam-packed everything that I did throughout the week into this video to give you guys 2 days of speed cleaning motivation. I am going to be starting out in my laundry room today. I have this cabinet here that really needed to just be gone through. It wasn't functioning, and there was just some random stuff thrown in there that did not belong in the laundry room. And I also deep cleaned my washer in this video because it was disgusting. So I'm just gonna start out by emptying out that cabinet, and that way I can see everything in front of me and begin going through it. And anything that doesn't spark joy will be going, and anything that isn't functioning anymore or that we no longer need will be removed as well. I didn't even know that our elf in the shelf is up here. I'm not really sure why he's up there, but... I just wanted to take a few minutes here and introduce myself if maybe you guys are new to my channel, and those of you who have been here for a while, this will sound repetitive, so I do apologize for that. But my name is Whitney. I am a wife and mom. I have 2 kids. I have an almost 5-year-old son named Barrett and a 3-year-old daughter named Savannah, and we are currently expecting our 3rd baby. I'm 17 weeks pregnant when you guys are watching this, and we actually have our anatomy scan scheduled for this coming Thursday, and I'm just so excited to see baby. I have not seen baby since 8 weeks when I went in for my first appointment. But not only that, I think my husband and I decided that we are actually going to be finding out the gender. We went back and forth on this for a few months. We were really set on waiting to find out at birth, but we're just so excited. We want to know, and we also don't have anything for another baby because we thought we were done having kids. And so I think we're going to find out, but keep it to ourselves and it be kind of like a surprise for everybody but my husband and I. So we're really excited. I do a ton of cleaning and organizing here on my channel. So if you guys love that kind of content, I would love for you to stick around and join the family. And leave me a comment down below letting me know if you're new so that I can give you guys a welcome and say hello. My washer was filthy this day. I honestly cannot tell you the last time that I have scrubbed this thing down, and I went ahead and pulled that tray out. I didn't know that it came out until the last time I was cleaning my washer out. So many of you guys told me that the whole tray removes, so I went ahead and removed that and washed it off camera. And now I'm just kind of cleaning the rest of the washer. You guys can see there's a lot of dirt and hair and gunk, because I constantly have spray or laundry detergent that falls onto my washer, and then hair and everything else sticks to it, and it just gets really gross. So I wanted to go ahead and get this done today, get it tackled, because it was really starting to bother me, and I kept putting it off because I knew I wanted to clean it in a video, and it just kept getting worse and worse. So I'm just going to take a few minutes here, get the laundry room wiped down, the washer and dryer, and that way I could get in here and mop later on. I was so thrilled to finally have my laundry room cleaned out. There was just so much clutter, and it was dirty, and it's just a major collect-all in my house, so I'm glad that was done. But now we are going to move upstairs into my daughter's room. Now, recently on my channel, I tackled my son's closet. I went through all of his clothes, pulled out the ones that were no longer fitting so I could figure out kind of what to get them for fall. Now I'm going to be doing the same thing in my daughter's room, and I actually already did a little bit of fall shopping since my last video, and so I'm just kind of making room in her closet to hang up all of her new clothing items that I picked up for her. And it is really cooling down here in West Virginia. We've had low 60s, mid 60 weather all week long. It's been so nice. I love the fall, but with that, we do need some warmer clothes. So I'm just going to take a few minutes here, go through her closet, fold everything up that no longer will be fitting her. I am setting all of this stuff aside in case we are having a little girl. I did the same with my son's clothes, and that way we don't have to go and buy toddler size clothing whenever it comes time for that.
It's impossible, not melting, irresistible. When I look through your eyes, not even sky's the limit. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what happens.
So when I originally came in here to film, I actually sat down and did a clothing haul, but it was just so long and rambly. I didn't want to include that into a cleaning video. I don't know, it just felt very boring, I guess, whenever you're coming here for cleaning motivation. And I wanted to shoot something by you guys because it's been something that I've been thinking about doing for almost a year now. And I really want to start like a separate vlogging channel. Now it would just be me vlogging. I would not be putting our kids in the videos. I don't agree with child exploitation, but I really want to incorporate more day in the lives of myself, morning routines, mom routines, things like that. And I also really want to share baby content, maybe some baby hauls, and whenever we start to get the house kind of put together and behind the scenes of my cleaning videos. And I wanted your all's input on that, and if that's something that you guys would come over and watch. I don't have high hopes for this channel. It's honestly just a little hobby and something fun to do on the side. I would probably post 2 to 3 times a month on that channel starting out and just kind of feeling it out. But I don't know, I've been feeling very excited about this, and it's been something that I've really wanted to do for some time now and incorporate more of that daily life. I could also do anything, skincare, hair care, anything you guys want to see. I always get asked to do those types of videos, but they don't really go well on my channel. I feel like my channel is strictly a cleaning and organizing channel, and whenever I throw out a more lifestyle video, people don't really always love it, and that's totally okay, but I want that separate space for my people who do enjoy that content. So let me know in the comments your thoughts. I think I'm gonna do it anyway, and I will definitely let you guys know whenever I post a video over there. But I don't know, I'm just feeling very excited, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I'm actually going to be using my Dyson to vacuum upstairs. I honestly cannot remember the last time I used this vacuum on a carpet upstairs. In my old cleaning videos, I used to use my old Dyson V7 that I had, the pink one, all the time throughout my house. I loved that vacuum, and I do still love my Dyson so much. And I honestly think this vacuum did a really good job up here, and I love that it was cordless. I didn't have to haul around that big canister vacuum that I always use upstairs, and it was just a nice change of pace. But now we are going to move into my son's room and kind of do the same routine in here. Now he has a few new clothing items as well, but nothing compared to Savannah. I've had a really hard time finding boy clothes because my son is only 4, but he is the size of a 7-year-old. He is huge. People always think that he is in like 1st grade, and I'm like, no, he's not even in kindergarten yet, and people are always so thrown off because he's so tall. And so I'm having a really hard time finding boy clothes that aren't too boring and mature for him because he is still such a little boy. And Target didn't have anything. They had no selection, nothing in his size. And so I'm planning on going to Gap Kids or Old Navy here in the very near future and getting him some more shirts for the fall. But I don't know if anybody else has that problem, or if you guys have a place that you like to shop for little boys. I would definitely like some recommendations down in the comments because I've been having a really hard time finding him some clothes.
I didn't think I'd make it without you by my side. Let me feel your love again. Just the 2 of us, and we could stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night. Everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be the someone who can hold your hand.
I wanted to show you guys just how much this vacuum picked up upstairs. I honestly didn't have high hopes, but the canister was completely empty when I started, and it was completely full when I was done. So this vacuum, 10 out of 10, it did an awesome job upstairs. Alright, so we just got back from the grocery store. We did Walmart pickup, but I just have a little order here. I think I spent $80-ish, and I figured I would show you guys anyway. It's just mostly dinner stuff. So over here I have a roast, which I had a really hard time spending $18 on a roast. I am usually an Aldi shopper, so this was kind of a splurge for me, but it's okay. We are using this for French dip sandwiches, which is one of my ultimate comfort foods, one of my favorite meals to make, so really excited about that. And then we got some lunch meat here, which they usually give me freshly sliced lunch meat whenever I order this exact kind, so I'm not really sure what the deal with that is. And it's a little bit of a bummer because I can only eat like freshly sliced lunch meat, so that will just be for Tim and his lunches. Some bread, and then I also got this French bread for those French dip sandwiches, and this is huge. I thought it was going to be a lot skinnier, but that's okay. We will make it work. Some Frosted Flakes, some Little Bites. The kids like to have these on school mornings. They're just quick and easy, and my kids aren't the biggest breakfast eaters, so they're easy to just grab and go in the car. And then I have some lettuce here. I'm going to be making a salad with one of our meals, so I just needed some lettuce. Some pepperoni. I am making pepperoni twists one night this week. I think that would be fun for the kids to eat and stuff, so got those. And then I have a few cheeses here. I'm going to be making mac and cheese for like a potluck at my husband's work, and so I have mozzarella and Parmesan here. Those are for the pepperoni twist, I believe. And then I have some provolone for the French dip sandwiches, some cheese cubes. These I use for the kids' lunches. And then I have breadsticks for chicken Alfredo, which I'm making one night. These buttery rounds are for the top of the mac and cheese. I have beef consomme and French onion for the French dip sandwiches, and then some elbow pasta for the mac and cheese, some marinara sauce for the pepperoni twists, some creamer, some butter, and then lots of cheese. The recipe called for 2 pounds each of the sharp cheddar and the Colby, and then a lot of people suggested adding an extra ½ pound of sharp cheddar, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then I have some tortillas here. I'm making ranch chicken enchiladas one night, but I have everything but the tortillas, so I had to pick those up. Some broccoli for chicken Alfredo, milk, heavy whipping cream, and then some wipes because we still have little kids. They're good to have for hands and things like that. So that is everything that I picked up, and I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this stuff put away so that I can clean up the kitchen. So before I cleaned up the kitchen, I wanted to run upstairs really quickly and grab my duvet cover off of our bed so I can begin washing that while I'm straightening up the downstairs. That way it would be washed and dried by the time I came upstairs later to clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that, and then I will start cleaning the kitchen.
I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by. Someone save me for a pass out. I'm too lonely to be done. I'm a drink at this page. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be 2 of us? And yeah, I know.
I don't know about you guys, but we always keep our grocery bags that we get from Walmart for the cat litter and for just like the little trash cans in our house. That way we never have to buy small trash bags because I feel like they are such a waste of money. You get like 20 tiny bags for like $5. I don't know, I just feel like it is such a waste. So we always keep those. They're great to have around the house, whether you're throwing snacks in a bag real quick for grandmas or whatever. We use them for everything. But now I'm just gonna get in here and begin to straighten up. I didn't have that big of a mess like I normally do. Really just putting things back in their place, wiping down the counters, and just getting everything cleaned up in here. Now, I don't show it on camera, but I had a slight panic attack because I had a bag of apples from my mom sitting on the counter, and I'm an idiot and left them sitting there for a few days, and so they were kind of wet on the bottom from the condensation because the apples were cold, and it left ink and dye on my counter, and I had a fit because when I went to go and wash it, it was not coming off, and I was freaking out and I was panicking because these are brand new counters. But I did want to say, if you guys have quartz countertops and you ever get a stain that doesn't come out, use some rubbing alcohol. I used rubbing alcohol, scrubbed for like 30 seconds, would wipe it down, and then I repeated that 3 times, and it got the stain out, and I was so relieved that it came out. So just a little hack there for you guys if you ever make a mistake like I did. It is not the end of the world, and I promise there are hopes for the stains in your counter.
Shooting me with words, but I won't let them bruise.
My cooktop wasn't all that bad this day, but I wanted to get in here and scrub it down with my pink stuff. If you guys have never used this, it is amazing paired with the Scrub Daddy, or the Scrub Mommy, I'm sorry. I got this hack from Jamie's Journey. She used this, and I had both of those things on hand and decided to give it a whirl, and I love the results so much. I have to share them every single time I use this hack. It always gets all of those crusty stains off of there, and half the time I don't have to use a razor blade on my cooktop anymore because this stuff gets it out no problem. This pregnancy has been so different for me this time around. I feel like my symptoms were a lot worse than they were with my first two. And honestly, from the beginning, I suspected that I was having twins, but it turns out I'm not having twins. But I never shared that with anybody because I felt like it was just crazy. But I just had this hunch that I was having twins because my symptoms were just crazy. But aside from that, I'm also not really showing all that much. I remember with my daughter at almost 20 weeks, I was pretty large. And I feel like with this baby, I am barely showing. I don't really start to show until the end of the day when I've been eating all day. So I just feel like it's really my stomach and not the baby. But I don't know, it is so weird. And sometimes it does worry me because I feel like that's a sign of maybe it's not growing properly or whatever. So I am feeling a little bit anxious for my anatomy scan because you never know what life is going to throw at you. And again, I haven't seen the baby since 8 weeks. Now, I will say at my 12-week ultrasound, they had a hard time finding the heartbeat with the regular Doppler. And then at my 16-week checkup, they found it right away. So I feel like that was kind of a good sign as far as growth goes, but I don't know, I've just been feeling very anxious this time around, and you think that I wouldn't because it is my third baby, but I feel like I am more anxious with this baby than I have been with any of my pregnancies. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because I know sometimes it's kind of taboo to talk about this stuff on the internet, but I always want to be transparent and honest with you guys and let you in on my mental health struggles because I know that stuff is important and I know so many of us struggle mentally, so I never want to seem like my life is perfect and I'm happy-go-lucky all the time because that is just not the case. 9 out of 10 times I'm mentally not okay. And that's okay because I know there are so many of you guys that can relate and we're all just kind of in this together, I guess you could say. So I just wanted to let you guys know how I've been feeling and how I've been doing because I do feel like that stuff is important to talk about and I will always talk about that stuff with you guys.
The sun's about to break, you're riding shotgun. The feeling we chase, I'm wide awake. Take me away now. 'Cause I won't go down the same old path again now. No, I've been running out of air, so let me catch my breath. Feeling I've got's making me crazy. If I'm having a good time, don't you blame me. Yeah, this feeling I've got's making me crazy, making me crazy. So I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive.
The living room was not bad at all this day. My kids have been doing a wonderful job at keeping all of their toys in the playroom and it has helped my sanity so much. I'm so relieved about that. But I also really needed to wash the cushions only on half of the couch. I know that's going to sound really weird, but my kids spilt something on those 3 cushions in the back the other day, so I went ahead and washed those, and then I figured in this video I would just wash the rest of the cushions because there was some stains and whatever else on here, snot, I don't want to know, but I wanted to go ahead and get those washed. And then when I was pulling up the cushions, I noticed how dirty it was under my couch, but I'm not surprised because I do have 2 kids. They are messy. We do allow snacks on the couch, so there's bound to be crumbs in there constantly. So I am going to take a few minutes, get that vacuumed up, get everything nice and clean, and that way when I go in later to put the couch cushions back on, everything will be nice and clean.
Drive. You keep me wondering, is our love strong? Just like a love song, baby, it's haunting me. Don't know what you're thinking, it's like I'm sinking deep underwater. Maybe it's harder for me. Oh, harder for me. Maybe we're over it, or maybe maybe just lovers, 'cause under the covers, baby.
So while I was cleaning out the living room, I noticed how dirty the return unit in our house was. So I wanted to go ahead and get that wiped down. There was a lot of dust on this. I cannot tell you the last time I cleaned this. The top one was bad too, but I didn't really want to stand on a chair and wipe that all down because this honestly took me probably almost 10 minutes to do because I had to scrub each little slat individually. So I'm gonna make my husband do that at a later date, but I just wanted to get this tackled because you can see it when you're walking through the house, and it was just really dirty. And my family has a lot of allergies. My son and my husband in particular struggle with allergies every day. So I wanted to get that cleaned up. That way they could just breathe a little bit better.
Your body too, yeah, body too. Will you be my ride or die? Around all these people, we'll try to be someone better than you and I. Posing for pictures, but nobody listens to anything that you have to say. Can we just leave and walk away? Walk away, walk away. Maybe you won't see me get emotional, and sometimes I pretend I'm just above it all, but I want you lying next to me.
I am just going to go through and mop the whole first floor in my house. I'm just using my O-Cedar spin mop to do this with a little bit of Tide powder. One of my favorite ways to mop my floor is it always smells good and it does a wonderful job. So I'm just going to take a few minutes here, get the floors all mopped up, and then I will put the couch cushions back on the couch. I do a little like snap before and after. You guys will see that here in a minute. And then I'm going to move upstairs and tackle my very messy bedroom. Like I said, our bedroom is a mess, and honestly, it's always this way. You guys see it every week. My bedroom is a disaster. It is the absolute collect-all of the house. This is where everything goes to die. I'm not even kidding. But I am just going to start out by switching out the sheets, getting the bed made, and whenever I do the bed first, I feel like the rest of the bedroom just kind of flows together. I always make the beds in the bedrooms first. I feel like it's just a lot easier to clean that way because all of the pillows and the blankets and things like that are off of the floor. And that way I can kind of see the rest of the mess and just get it tackled. I feel like I cannot talk today, so I apologize. But you guys saw that little snap transformation I did again, and that was just me putting the duvet cover onto the insert, or the insert into the duvet cover. Ugh, this is what I mean when I can't talk. And I decided to leave that whole process off camera because it is a process. But if you guys are interested, just YouTube a tutorial on how to do the sushi roll method for a duvet. It is so easy, and I honestly could not have a duvet comforter without that method. There is just no possible way.
So many years has gone by, but I think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all, but why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air. Inexplicable, I can feel it in the air. Can you feel me?
We had a lot of trash throughout our bedroom, so I just wanted to get all of that picked up. A lot of the stuff that was on the nightstands was just trash, and I know that's gross, but this is just reality. I'm a snacker. I'm a bed snacker. I like to snack in my bed. It's just something that I love to do. Late at night when the kids are in bed and we're finally laying down watching Netflix, I like to eat my snacks. So I always have trash on my nightstands. But not only that, my office is just as bad because, again, I am a snacker when I am editing. So that is my next project for another clean and declutter with me, is tackling my office. It is a mess in there. Things need to be gone through. There's a ton of random stuff in there. So I'm excited to get that done here in the next few weeks as well. But I'm just going to take a few minutes here and fold all of these clothes that have been sitting in a laundry basket for a few days. They were kind of wrinkly, but I was not about to put them back into the dryer for them to sit there for 3 days and then to sit into a laundry hamper for 3 more days. So we're just going to get them folded and get them put away so that way I could get in here and vacuum and just finish off the bedroom and be done cleaning for the day.
I guess it never hit you. Our conversation takes two, paying it some interest from time to time. Inside all that greatness and all of your adventures, you're all alone. Hold up, baby, I can't sit beside.
Anyways, you guys, that is going to be it for today's cleaning video. I hope that you enjoyed it and you leave my channel feeling inspired and motivated to get some cleaning done in your home today. I always love hanging out with you guys in the comments and kind of watching my video with you guys when it goes live. I think it's a lot of fun and I would love to do a premiere in the future, but I just still have not gotten comfortable enough to do that yet, but it is something that I would like to do. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!
Let me tell you this, let me tell you right now, your exquisite kiss still burning. Didn't know I missed this passion in life. Now I'm addicted somehow. Let me tell you what is up with your smile? It's impossible, not melting, irresistible. When I look through your eyes, not even sky's the limit. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you a very messy clean with me. My house was a disaster. We were really busy and things just got out of hand. So I wanted to just take the time today to get everything sorted out and put back together. I'm going to be doing some decluttering and deep cleaning and just simple routine cleaning as well. And I have jam-packed 2 days worth of cleaning motivation in today's video, so I'm really excited to share this content with you guys. If you happen to be new here, my name is Whitney. I am a wife and stay-at-home mom. I have an almost 5-year-old son named Barrett and a 3-year-old daughter named Savannah. I am also currently 15 weeks pregnant with our 3rd baby. We will be adding a little baby to the family in March of next year, so we are very excited about that. But we are just gonna get started today in the master bathroom. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it has been a long time since I've cleaned in here, and on my channel I always try to keep it real and transparent with you guys. I am not perfect and I cannot keep a perfectly clean home all the time. It's just not practical for the season of life that I'm in, and I'm sure so many of you guys can relate to that. So I do try to show the mess and normalize the mess because I feel like so many of us try to compare ourselves to other people on the internet and wonder why our homes are always clean like that. But let's be honest, I'm sure it's really easy to take a clean space in your home and snap a quick picture and have a huge mess behind you, but people would never know because they aren't sharing that aspect of their life. But I promise you, those people also have messes in their homes. So don't compare yourselves to them, and just know that having a lived-in home is okay and it's normal, and it's definitely normal here on my channel, so you will see a lot of that.
You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see so much farther. You're not
It's also been a while since I've cleaned the toilet up here. I have been struggling with my anxiety here lately, and so whenever I'm struggling mentally, the cleaning, especially upstairs, just gets pushed to the back burner. I don't even want to deal with it. I'm so busy trying to keep up with the everyday mess downstairs that the last thing that I want to do is have to worry about cleaning up here. And I know it's just an excuse, but that is just what happens whenever I am struggling mentally. So I told myself today I would just get this done, get the bathroom cleaned, because obviously it really needed it. Now in my next video, I will be cleaning the shower in the tub. You guys know I always clean my shower and tubs on an opposite day of the rest of the bathroom. That way it's not so much at one time.
We came to party all night long, and we don't need no chaperone. We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own.
I am just doing the same exact routine that I did in the last bathroom, in my kids' bathroom. Now this one I do keep up with a little bit better just because my kids are using it constantly. I have two little ones that are constantly using the bathroom, and you guys know how little kids are with their potties. It can get a little bit messy, so I do clean in here very often just to make sure things are clean and sanitary for my little ones that are using the toilet. I'm gonna go ahead and get the bath mats washing here in the washer. That way they could be done a little bit later in this video. And then I am gonna start working on the master bedroom because that room was just so messy that I didn't even know where to start. And whenever I have a lot to do in my home, and on this day it was a lot, every single room was trashed, I always try to pick the rooms that I know will be the most difficult for me to accomplish. That way when I get to the end, it doesn't feel like a whole lot. So that's why I started with the bathrooms, because I hate cleaning the bathrooms. It's my least favorite chore on the planet. I would rather do 20 loads of laundry before I cleaned a bathroom, but that's just me. So I started with those because I knew how much I hated them, and then I'm gonna move in here and do this next because it was just so overwhelming. And whenever I'm cleaning a bedroom, I always start with the bed. That way all of the stuff that's on the floor, the pillows and blankets and things, are put away, and I can see the rest of the mess around me and just start tackling it from there.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. What's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by someone.
I did recently put in a huge maternity clothing haul at Shein or Shine. I'm not really sure how you say it. They have very affordable clothing, and I didn't want to spend an arm and a leg on maternity clothes just to wear them for a few months. But I was starting to show my pants weren't fitting, so it was time to get some stuff. And so I am just showing you guys the things that I picked out. Lots of sweaters and bigger tops to wear throughout the winter time. And then I got some jeans and stuff as well, which I will say the jeans are really good quality and I love how they fit, and everything for me is true to size.
And like all of you, I know that I'm obvious, that I'm made this way, but why didn't I stay when I had the chance? Maybe it will pass by, someone save me for a pass out. I'm too lonely to be doing my drink at this pace. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both.
Something else that I have been struggling with keeping up with is the drawers in my dresser. They get out of hand so quickly, and it was just time to go through them, get everything refolded. I also took out a few shirts in here that I wasn't loving anymore and I wasn't wearing, so that way it would free up a little bit more space.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold?
Now it's time to move into my son's room. Now, his room really doesn't get that messy. It's just usually Legos on the floor because I don't allow the Legos to be downstairs, because God forbid I step on a Lego, I will go into a fit. So Legos stay upstairs, especially when the baby is here. I just don't want to have to worry about choking hazards and things like that. So usually Lego mess, and then of course making his bed. Now he is learning how to make his bed and he does a really good job with it, but on the days that I'm filming, I let him off the hook. Otherwise, I do try to have my kids make their own beds and clean up their rooms every single morning before school.
Take me to a different place. Just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night. Everything is alright.
I also really needed to go through his clothes because it is starting to cool down where I live. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still hot. It's still mid to low 80s, but here in the next month, it's going to drastically cool down. And I knew for a fact that Barrett didn't have any clothes from last year that was going to fit him because he grew like a weed this year. He was wearing a 5T last year and now he's in a size 6 kids. It's like he basically skipped the entire size 4. He wasn't in it for very long. So I do have a little bit of shopping to do, but I like to go through their clothes before every season to see what I need to get, how much they need, and of course what doesn't fit them anymore. Now usually I would just donate the clothes to a local shelter, but since I am expecting a baby, I am just going to hold on to them just in case we are having a little boy. That way I don't have to worry about buying clothes when he gets a little bit bigger.
All that time away from you, I didn't think I'd make it without you by my side. Let me feel your love again. Just the two.
I am really excited to start sharing some baby content with you guys. Now, it is going to be a few more months before I really dive into that. Because we don't really have a space for a designated nursery, the baby will be in our room, and so we just don't really want a ton of baby stuff laying around the house. Our house already feels so small and there's just a lot of clutter in our house that we just don't want to add to it. earlier than we need to. But I am really excited to share all of that content with you guys, and I also really want to do some freezer meals. That's a big one that I really want to film and share with you guys, but I also wanted to ask you if you have any freezer meals that you would suggest. Definitely leave them down in the comments. I know it's still early, but I am a huge planner. I'm a huge preparer, so I like to have these things ready in advance. Not necessarily doing them right now, but just having an idea of what I want to make. So if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments because I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I don't know how many of you guys used to watch my old cleaning videos, but I used to use my steam mop all the time in those videos, and I still love it. It's still like my time and true product that I love to share. But lately I have been enjoying cleaning with just a good old mop bucket and water. I feel like you can't go wrong with that, but I am using my steam mop a lot more here lately because I do feel like it's a lot easier to do. You don't have to make a whole soapy mop bucket and then dump it out and the floors are wet for like 10 minutes. This thing, the floors are wet for maybe 30 seconds tops, so then I don't have to worry about cats or little humans walking all over my clean floors. And so a steam mop is definitely more practical for my lifestyle, but I do like to use a mop bucket.
So won't you let me go? I'll take this ball and chain that you have put on me and throw it out the window. I think that you should let go, 'cause you know this is not meant to be. Let go. Maybe I should have known that you are not the right one for me. Let Let me go.
I know that I am jumping around quite a bit in this video from room to room doing different things, but that is just how my brain works when I am cleaning. I cannot focus when I'm cleaning. It's like one of those things where I start cleaning one room and then I'm like, oh, well, I need to go do this in this other room first before I vacuum, or, you know, I'll be like organizing clothes and I'll see a mess in the closet and then I have to do that first, and it can just be really stressful sometimes trying to clean, and then I feel like I have 20 unfinished cleaning projects happening at one time, and then sometimes I get so overwhelmed that I just stop and I'm like, you know what, I'm not doing this right now, I'm tired, and then my house is a mess. So it can be a little irritating sometimes, but that's why I do jump around quite often, because honestly that's just how my brain works. And I'm weird and I have to get all of the cleaning done first upstairs before I go ahead and vacuum everything at one time. I don't know what it is, I don't know why I'm like that, but the thought of vacuuming one room and then maybe needing to go into that room after I've already vacuumed stresses me out, because I feel like I'm dragging dirt in from the hallway into a bedroom, and so this is just what I do. I just do all of the vacuuming at one time. I do it both upstairs and downstairs. Now it is time to fold some laundry. Now you guys will see a ton of laundry folding in this video. I want to say it was like 8 or 9 loads of laundry that I was doing this day. I was really behind on the laundry. My poor husband had like no clothes to wear for work. I was just having one of those moments, one of those weeks, you know, and so this is probably 2 weeks worth of clothes that I had to do in one day. Well, it really took 2 days, but I was pretty proud that I got all of that laundry done in just a short amount of time, but I really tried to push myself and encourage myself to just get it done, because once it was done, I didn't have to worry about the laundry, and then I could focus on washing things that had been being pushed to the back burner, like throw blankets and pillow covers and things like that. So I have been kind of doing a little load of laundry every single day. So yesterday I did throw blankets, and then today I'm doing my duvet comforter, and just getting things cleaned and washed and having that time to do it because I don't have a ton of laundry has been a blessing.
Just not right. No, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away like a ricochet, like a ricochet, like a ricochet.
Some of my most popular videos on my channel are my KonMari method inspired decluttering videos. I did a ton of those last year and they performed very well on my channel and you guys were loving them. But lately my decluttering hasn't been happening a lot because all of my organization systems that I had done last year have held up so well that I don't really feel like I need to declutter. But I do have a few decluttering projects that I am going to be working on very soon for you guys, and one of them is my garage. Oh my goodness, my garage is a mess. If you guys are new here, that is where we store everything. We do not have a basement or an attic, so our storage all goes in the garage, and it is just a complete disaster out there. It's going to be one of those projects that takes me a few days to go through, and the thought of doing it is so overwhelming, but I've just been waiting for the weather to cool down because it's so hot out there. I can't work when I'm hot. So hopefully that will be up sometime in November, and I'm really excited for you guys to see it. I'll be really glad when it is done and we have more space out there to store things. So it is something that I am looking forward to.
And even if you're trying to hurry, my skin's getting thicker each day. I don't know how you fall asleep at night, knowing that your words are hurtful, it's just not right. No, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away like a ricochet, like a ricochet, like a ricochet.
So this is actually day 2 of my cleaning video. So I woke up the next morning. I had done a little bit more laundry last night, mostly just the kids' clothes. And so here I'm folding my daughter's stuff and getting it all put away. Now I need to go through her clothes as well, but I'm gonna save that for my next video. She has a ton of cute fall clothes already because I can't resist, and she also got a lot of stuff for her birthday, so I can kind of share with you guys so far what she has. But I'm really excited for fall clothes. I don't know about you guys, but I love fall. Fall is my favorite season. I like dressing in fall clothes, and I love fall clothes for my kids. So I'm pretty excited to go shopping for Barrett and then get a few more things for Savannah. And of course, going shopping for the baby.
Right now I'm standing in a corner. I see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing, oh, everybody's singing, oh. I don't know what it is about you. It must be in the way you move. Just say you want me to. We got nothing to lose. You're looking so old. You're looking so old. Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you wanna do. Baby, let me love you, let me love you.
If you guys happen to still be watching, thank you for making it this far into the video. It means the world to me. Watch time is everything in the YouTube world, and sometimes it's really hard to keep people's attention for this long, and especially with a 35-minute video. I know for myself, I find it really hard to find time to watch a 35-minute video, but a lot of times I will also just throw it on while I'm cleaning and kind of listening to them talk and stuff. It's very motivating and encouraging to me, so I do that quite often on my channel, but I know it can be hard to fit in a video sometimes. We are all busy and everybody's time is so precious, so I just wanted to say thank you for watching this far. It really does mean a lot to me, and I'm so thankful for the community that I've grown on here. I have made some really great friends with not only YouTubers, but some of you guys that are my subscribers. I feel like I talk to some of you almost daily on Instagram, and it's just so cool to form those connections and have, like, you know, internet friends. I don't know, you guys are just the best, and I really just wanted to say thank you.
I've been holding on, I wouldn't let you go. 'Cause every time I try, you find a loophole. I've been slamming the door and just leave you cold. When I come back, you've heated up the South Pole. You see my body rush for the escape, while my heart wants to stay. I run away, hit the road, and almost
We're gonna move into the kitchen now. I have not dusted these blinds in so long. You guys know I recently, well not recently, it's probably been a few months now, I started a deep cleaning series on my channel, but then I had to stop because I got pregnant. I got really tired and sick in my first trimester, so I was never able to deep clean my kitchen or my living room. They just got pushed to the back burner. So it's been a while since I dusted those down, and another project that I need to do soon is wipe down all of the kitchen cabinets, because I also have not done that in a while, so I'm hoping to get to that in my next video. But I am just going to go ahead and clear off the kitchen table here, wipe the counters down, do some dishes, you know, just that routine cleaning that you do in a kitchen every single day. And another room that I have not gotten to in a long time is my laundry room. I actually showed a clip of how messy it is in there in my last video. I'm really hoping I'll get to it soon, but it's just one of those areas, again, that get pushed to the back burner. It's in the corner of the house. It's where the cat's litter box is, and it's just always a mess in there, so I just don't really feel the need to clean it all the time, but I do have plans to deep clean that very soon.
my head is spinning on my shoulders. So what's the use of trying, baby? All the ways they lead to you. You're like a magnet pulling me in. I run away, hit the road, and almost there. But I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back. Just like a just like a I keep on spinning for you. Like a boomerang. I keep on spinning like a boomerang. Do you miss me at all? Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you call?
You guys won't notice it, but I get really overwhelmed in the next couple of minutes in this video. My anxiety was at an all-time high this day. The kids were being really loud, the TV was really loud, my husband was talking to me, and the house was just a mess. There was toys everywhere, and I was just It was like one of those moments where I just needed to cry. And my husband, he's so sweet. He came up to me, he's like, "Are you okay? Like, I want to help you clean. I know you're trying to film, but like, I want to help you." And of course my husband helps on any other day that I'm not filming, but I'm very picky about people not helping me when I have stuff to film, because if he was helping me behind camera, then it's just not as much content to film. It's just part of YouTube, unfortunately. But he could tell that I was having a really hard time, and he was just so sweet. He came up and gave me a hug, and this is when he just asked if he could clean the living room. And I was just like, you know what, clean it. That would be a huge help, a huge relief off my shoulders, because it was a mess. There were so many toys in there, and I was so tired this day because I had barely slept the night before. And so I don't get to the living room in this video because my wonderful husband did it for me. And it's just so nice to have such a supportive person in my life, and he's just so understanding whenever it comes to me being tired and pregnant. And I seriously could not ask for a better partner in life.
Inexplicable, I can feel it in the air. Can you feel me?
I don't know if you guys have seen, but we recently changed this room into a playroom. I've only shown it one other time on my channel, and I just figured it would be a lot easier to have all of the toys down here, because when the baby is here, I'm going to be constantly downstairs nursing and things like that. So I just wanted everybody downstairs and in the same area. And it's been working out really well. The kids have been keeping most of their toys in here, whereas before they were just all over the house and it would drive me insane. But the playroom is just one of those rooms that I don't bother cleaning with because it's a playroom. It's gonna get messy, there's gonna be toys, and thankfully it's like in the corner of the house, so I don't have to look at it. So I typically will come in here every couple of days and clean up, but it's definitely not a daily thing for me. I just don't see the point because they're gonna get right back up and take everything back out. So it is just one of those rooms that I get to every so often.
And even if the sky was falling down, you never noticed anyone around. I don't wanna be the one that said, "Oh, I told you so," but I told you so.
So now I am going to vacuum everything at one time. Again, I have to vacuum the entire floor at one time. That way I'm not tracking crumbs in from one room to the next. It's just what I like to do. I also vacuum the hallway and the living room, but you guys will not see that in this video. But I do vacuum the entire first floor, and it just felt so good to have everything picked up, and my entire house for once was pretty much clean, which is really nice. And there are my cats. You guys always comment on our cats. Anytime they're in the background, they're my little supervisors. I feel like anytime I'm cleaning, one of them is always watching, especially when I'm mopping. One of them is always watching me. But anyway, that is actually going to be it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and it gave you the motivation and encouragement that you needed to get some cleaning done in your home today. As always, thank you guys so much for loving and supporting my family and my channel. It means the world to me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!
now we've reached disaster. Don't know where we're gonna be after. And we do it all again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again. We're falling down, we faded. But I know that we can save it. Cause we're like alpha and omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and omega. Even if we go all out and break us down, I know we are alpha and omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and omega. Alpha and omega.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to bring you guys 2 days of real life, mom life cleaning motivation. I'm also going to be decluttering my office and a few areas in my bedroom as well. So I've got a lot jam-packed in today's video, but we are just going to get started really quickly by stripping down the linens upstairs. I really wanted to get the kids' bed sheets washed. It had been a couple of weeks since I've done this, so I really just wanted to get those going. That way they could be washing while I was working on other areas of my house. So to get started today, I am just going to work in the bathroom. You guys know I hate cleaning the tubs and the showers in my house, and it's just one of my least favorite chores to do. It always gets pushed to the back burner. And it was time to tackle it today. If I'm being honest, it had been probably a month since I've scrubbed down our shower. I'm just being honest, y'all. Sometimes things just don't get done, and the shower is one of those things for me. I hate doing it, and now being pregnant, it is a lot harder for me to get in there and get down and scrub everything. But I went ahead and used some of that Dawn Power Wash. I sprayed it down, and then now I'm gonna go through and clean up the rest of the vanity area here, wiping down the mirrors, and then I'm going to be completely wiping down and disinfecting the countertops. So I'm just gonna go through and do that really quickly, and then I will go back and scrub out my shower.
Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and omega. Even if we go all out and break us down, I know we are alpha and omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and omega. Alpha and omega.
If you guys happen to be new here, I wanted to say hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Whitney. I'm a wife and mom. I have 2 little ones and our 3rd baby on the way. They will be here March 2022. So we are in full swing over here. I'm really starting to feel the nesting. I'm only 20 weeks pregnant, but I'm ready. I'm so ready to get things organized, start getting the things we need for the baby, but at the same time, I just don't want a bunch of stuff laying around my house. But there will be a ton of organizing and all the baby content coming here on my channel, so I'm really excited for that. But besides that, I do a ton of cleaning and organizing, decluttering, all kinds of stuff here on my channel. So if you guys like that kind of content, I really want to encourage you to leave me a comment down below letting me know if you're new here so that I can say hello, and let me know where you are watching from.
See me get emotional, and sometimes I pretend I'm just above it all. But I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, body too. Yeah, body too. And baby, please don't think I run away from you. It's just sometimes.
Since getting pregnant, one thing that I've really been trying to do is giving myself a little bit of grace. I cannot do a whole house clean with me in one day anymore. It's just not physically possible for me at this point. This pregnancy has been very difficult on my body, and I'm just feeling it a lot more than I did with my first 2. So what I've been doing is just really taking specific areas of my home and working on those on certain days, and then working on other areas on other days. So typically what I like to do is I like to focus on the upstairs one day if I'm doing like a whole house type of cleaning, and then I will focus on the downstairs the next day, and then in between I will focus on, you know, those just random deep cleaning type of projects. So in this video it's organizing and decluttering my office and just picking up little piles around the house, because sometimes, you know, things just build up in my home. We always have random piles of stuff that need to go upstairs or they need to go downstairs or in the kids' room, and it's just never ending in my house. And so I will take a day and do all of that, and I'm just trying to do things little by little because I just can't do it all in one day. Pregnant or not, I just don't think I could do it. And it's only human, you know, we can only do so much in one day. I swear sometimes I need some more hours in the day to get things done, but you know, I'm working with what I got, and so far this kind of method that I've been doing has been working out really well for me. Maintaining my house has been difficult, but again, I am in survival mode right now, and I will be when the baby is here as well. It's just what I'm doing, and that's why I like to call these real life mom life type of cleaning videos, because I know a lot of us mamas cannot get it all done in one day. It's just not possible between taking care of kids and cooking 3 meals a day, and you know, some of us work and whatever. There's just a lot going on during the day, and getting all of the cleaning done in one day is just not possible, and that is totally okay.
So why didn't you call? So many years gone by, but I think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all, but why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air. Inexplicable, I can feel it in the air. Can you feel me?
Those of you who have been here for some time know that my bedroom is the ultimate collect-all for my house. We always have random piles of things in here, and it's just always a mess no matter what I do. Now today I really wanted to focus on doing some decluttering and hoping that, you know, by doing that it will help me keep these areas a little bit cleaner. So I wanted to go through my top drawer in my little nightstand here really quickly, just get that kind of organized. Things were, I don't know, there was just random things in there that did not need to be in there and all mixed together. So I'm going to take a few minutes and organize that. And then another big thing was organizing my office. Now we converted our master bedroom closet into an office. We have 2 closets in this bedroom, and it has been working out great. But that is where I was hiding a lot of the baby stuff, and we had clothes in there and all kinds of things. So I really needed to get in there and declutter it. And I hope by doing this, I can focus on keeping our bedroom tidy. This is something that I'm really gonna work on, especially before the baby is here, because the baby will be sleeping in here and I cannot have a messy room. So that is my goal for the rest of the year, you guys, is keeping my bedroom clean. So I'm here to tell you guys to hopefully keep myself accountable in this goal. Now I know we all have those areas in our home. Everybody has an area that gets piled up. Maybe you have like a spare bedroom, whatever it is, we all have those areas, and I know it's totally normal, but it is something that I would really like to discipline myself on. So that is my goal, and I wanted to share it with you guys in case maybe you have a similar goal, or maybe you have a similar area in your home that you also want to be more disciplined in. Now's our chance, guys. Let's do this together.
There's a party downtown, someone said that you're coming by. Let me know when you're here, meet me up for a smoke outside. I regret what I said, didn't mean it. Yeah, believe me, I guess I'll take it.
So like I was saying, my office just had a lot of random stuff in here. I had a lot of paperwork and a lot of the kids' you know, stuff that they get from school. Now both of my kids are in preschool, so I do have a ton of artwork and, you know, worksheets and things that they do and bring home from school. I don't keep it all. The ones that I really love and I think are really great masterpieces that they have done, I will keep, but everything else I will toss. You know, sometimes they come home with like a page with just a little bit of scribbles on it. I'm not going to keep that. You know, I have a ton of that at home already, but I do always keep the stuff that they make in school because I love it. I think it is so cute, and I really want to make those boxes. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. It's like the little boxes that have each year divided out and all of the artwork is stored in there. So that is a future project that I would really love to work on and do for my kids, but you know, other things become a priority, and so for now I just have a little bin of all of their artwork, and then when it's time to do that project, I will have it all there available and ready to go.
For a minute, I'm back where we started. In that hallway, we couldn't keep our hands away from each other. Did you ever tell her I have to sleep in the bed I made? I don't sleep much at all these days, 'cause you always pick me up and let me down. We're spinning around, losing our minds. Damned if we do, damned if we don't, damned if we give in to what we want. And I always pick you up and let you down. We're spinning around, losing our minds. Damned if we
I know I'm jumping around quite a bit, but I didn't want to mop in the bathroom when I was going to be walking around in here to put stuff away. Now I did vacuum in here first off camera, and so now I'm just going in with my steam mop, getting that all cleaned up, and then I will move back into the bedroom and vacuum all of that down. And then that way this whole entire area in our house is all done. I don't have to worry about coming back in here to put anything away, and it can stay nice and clean.
let me down. We're spinning around, losing our minds. Damned if we do, damned if we don't, damned if we give in to what we want. And I always pick you up and let you down. We're spinning around, losing our minds. Damned if we do, damned if we don't, damned if we give in to what we want, to what we want.
The kids' sheets were finally done washing, so I am just going to come back into their bedrooms and begin to clean those up. My daughter came right in here and made a big mess on her bed, and it's just so funny because I feel like as moms, we could spend all day cleaning, and no matter how much you clean, you're still going to have a mess from your little ones just going in right behind you, making a big mess. And you know, sometimes it can be really frustrating. I know I find myself getting frustrated when my kids do this at times, but I have to remind myself it's not forever. The kids aren't going to be making messes forever, you know, and we're not going to have these messes to be cleaning up one day, and it just kind of makes you sad. And so, I don't know, I just try to keep that in the back of my mind that one day my house will always be clean and I'll never have this again. I'll never have these messes, all of these toys, little kids that want to come play with me and snuggle me. It's not forever, and I know it's not forever. And it's so easy to be overwhelmed and in the moment and just not thinking about that. And that's totally okay too. You know, we all have our moments, but I always try to remember that in the back of my mind that this is not forever. It's just this season that I'm in. And one day we're all going to wake up and miss this.
I know you want the best for me. Your intentions are good. I walk back to my history, into my old neighborhood. Longing for you. Oh, but I can't get back. What can I do? What can I do when you treat
So now that the kids' bedrooms are all clean, I am going to move into their bathroom and get that tidied up. This is another one of those areas that just gets really messy really quickly. Constantly having baths in here, and then the clothes get left in here, the towels, and the kids are learning to brush their teeth by themselves without me, and so, you know, they'll have like toothpaste all over the place. And so it's just one of those rooms that I need to come in here pretty often and clean. Now, their tub I do wash out once a week just because I want to make sure my kids have a clean space. They're always dirty no matter what I do between school and playing outside. So their tub gets a lot more dirty than ours would, and so I do like to clean that more often, and I really do get in here and clean every couple of days when I can. That way it's always clean, always sanitized, because I do have 2 little ones using this bathroom and it gets messy very quickly.
I guess it never hit you. Our conversation takes two, paying it some interest from time to time. Inside all that greatness and all of your adventures, you're all alone. Hold up, baby, I can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking.
Now, this is day 2 and we are working outside. Now, here in West Virginia, it has really cooled down, and on this day in particular, it was pretty cold. It was windy. It was probably like high 55, and it was just time to put all of our stuff away from the summer, the table and things like that. And we have to do this because we get snow, and we just don't want like our chairs and stuff to rust because they are metal, and you know, we just don't want all your stuff sitting under snow all winter. So we do put this away every single year. We put it all in our shed, and so we're just preparing this. My husband's dumping the water out of the umbrella stand, and my son, he is helping as well. He's gonna go pick up all of the toys off the playground, and we're just gonna put all of this stuff away and prepare for the dreaded winter. I love fall, but I hate winter, and with fall comes winter, so I'm definitely not looking forward to the cold and the snow. I'm not somebody that enjoys snow. I get really upset when it's snowing outside. I like one good snow and then I'm over it. Like, give me snow for Christmas and then get rid of it. I don't want snow in January, February, March. I want snow for Christmas and that's it. But it never happens that way. We never have a white Christmas anymore, and we always get snow in the dead of winter. And I'm just not a big snow person, and I'm sure some of you guys can relate. So this is the last room that I'm going to be working on in today's video, and it's really just getting things wiped down. I'm also going to be mopping in here as well because it had been, I want to say, like a week and a half since the last time I had mopped the floors. And I'm just going to get in here, wipe everything down. I had a few dishes to do. Not a big mess, surprisingly. I had a friend's bridal shower the night before this. When I was filming, and then the night before that our kids actually slept over at my in-laws house, and so the house wasn't really too bad downstairs. Not a big mess because the kids weren't really home, and then I wasn't home yesterday, and my husband did a wonderful job keeping the house clean for me, and so when I came home there wasn't a huge mess. Now, I don't clean the living room in this video because unfortunately my daughter was really sick. She got really sick randomly when she woke up this morning when I was filming in this video, and she was on the couch sleeping, and I just didn't want to bother her, and I didn't want to bother the kids. They were in there, and so I'm not going to be cleaning up in there today, and hopefully I can include some living room cleaning in my next video, but again, I just didn't want to bother her, and I wanted her to rest.
Without you by my side, let me feel your love again. Just the two of us, and we could stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night. Everything is alright.
Once I'm kind of done wiping down the kitchen, I am just going to take out the trash really quickly. And then I always have a mess right in front of our back door. You guys don't see it a whole lot, but there are always shoes and clothes and all kinds of stuff here. This is where I will put our laundry hampers sometimes to go upstairs. I usually make my husband do that because I don't really like to carry them upstairs when I'm pregnant. Funny story, not really funny, but when we first moved into this house, I fell down the stairs, I'm not even kidding, like 3 times in the same week. I think it was the carpet. It was so new that it was almost slippery when you were coming down the stairs. And so ever since that's happened, I'm just so anxious about going up and down the stairs. So whenever I have things to carry, I make my husband do it, and especially being pregnant, the last thing that I want to do is fall down the stairs. So just a little funny story for you guys. I don't know if I've ever told you that, but yeah, I used to fall down the stairs all the time, and kind of embarrassing. I'm gonna finish off the kitchen today by mopping, and I'm actually using my Fabuloso multi-purpose cleaner to mop today. It smells so good. I used it in the garage the other day, and I was like, you know what? I need to use this in my house again because it smells so good. And I have a huge garage decluttering video coming up on my channel on November 1st, so I'm really excited for you guys to see that. I've been working on it for weeks, and it feels so good to have it done, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. But anyway, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and you leave my channel feeling encouraged and inspired to get some cleaning done in your home today. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys!
So it's yours to try. Oh, this is the real thing. I'm down if you're down, boy. We watch the sun go down over the same old town, like so many times before. We look at the same old stars, battle the same old wars, like so many times before. And I know that we're not perfect, but I'm gonna miss all that we had. Yeah, I know that we're not perfect, but I need this night for the last time. Stay.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Either way, I'm so excited to have you guys here today. I am going to be completely decluttering my garage. I have been wanting to do this for months. Our garage was a mess. And if you are new here, we use our garage for storage. We don't have a basement or an attic or anything like that. We do have like a small area right above our garage that we can place a few things up into, but for the most part, this is our primary storage area, and so it becomes very cluttered very quickly. So me and my husband are going to be tackling this today and getting everything cleaned up and organized, and it's not going to be Pinterest worthy or anything like that, but it is going to be a dramatic transformation, and I'm really excited for you guys to see it.
Miss all that we had. You know that we're not perfect, but I need this night for the last time. Stay, stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay if you stay.
So I was very overwhelmed when I came out here, and it was one of those situations where you almost didn't even know where to start because there was a lot going on, and I knew there was a lot of stuff that I was not going to be keeping in here. So my thought process was creating different piles. So I have a pile of trash, a pile for donate, and then a pile for stuff that I was going to try to get rid of in the neighborhood. And it was awesome because we had a neighbor that just ended up taking everything that I was trying to get rid of. So it was very convenient for me. They just came and picked it all up and I didn't even have to worry about it. But while I was working, I decided to work in sections. So I just picked a side to work on, and I did pick the least overwhelming side because I was working on this day in particular by myself. It took us several days to do this over the course of a few weeks, so it was definitely a long task, but I decided to start over here because this is where we keep all of our pantry items. So things that I don't need to keep in the house, but I still need to have on hand quickly if I need to come out here and grab something. Now our garage is insulated, so we don't have to worry about food going bad or anything like that. I always get questions about that, but that was one of the first things that we did when we moved here, was to insulate our garage. So I just have a lot of our dry stuff out here, canned goods, chicken stock, a lot of rice and pasta, and that way it frees up a lot of space on my inside pantry, so I don't really have to worry about it as much. But it was overwhelming, so I wanted to go ahead and get that taken care of. And then I'm just going to go through our coats and our little entryway kind of mud room that I have going on here. We have a few bins here full of shoes and snow gear and all of that, so I did take a few minutes to look through that as well and get rid of anything that maybe wasn't going to fit the kids anymore or whatever. So I'm going to take a few minutes and get this side kind of picked up and figure out what I'm keeping and what I'm not keeping, and then I will begin working on the more difficult side of the garage.
You're looking so old. You're looking so old. Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you wanna do, baby. Let me love you. Let me love you. Let me love you. Let me love you. Baby, let me love you.
One thing that I have implemented this year, and you guys have probably seen over the course of the last year if you've been following me for that long, is I've been trying to be more minimal about the things that I'm keeping and more intentional about what I'm bringing into my house. And so over last year, I have been decluttering my house like a crazy lady and really just getting rid of a lot of stuff that we just do not need and that we've been holding on to for maybe a time that we might use it in the future. I just get rid of it because it's taking up space that we don't have, and we are bringing another baby into our home, and so we're going to have even less space for clutter. And so over the last year, I have done so many KonMari method style videos here on my channel, and if you guys are unfamiliar with the KonMari method, it is a great way to declutter your home. Her principles are basically just keep anything that sparks joy and get rid of everything else that doesn't. And I've really implemented that into my life. I have a ton of home decor that I'm just not loving anymore, and I've been kind of holding on to if maybe I use it in the future, but I'm really trying to not be that way anymore and just be more minimal. So I got rid of a lot of stuff this year, you guys, and I was really proud of myself because I've always been somebody who held on to things for the what ifs, or held on to things because of sentimental value. And I do still have some things that bring me joy in the sentimental aspect, you know, a few kids' clothing items that I've kept for the kids and things like that. Those things bring me joy and they make me excited. So I did keep those type of things, but everything else, I got rid of it. And this method has been working really well for me. So if you guys are curious, you can just Google Marie Kondo. She has a TV show on Netflix. She has a book. She has all kinds of resources. So if that is something that you're interested in learning about, I highly recommend it. It's not just something that you use while you're decluttering. It really does become your lifestyle.
Let me love you. Looking back at the good times before it all went down. Climb right up.
So in my previous decluttering videos that I have done in my garage, we don't ever really go through the bins. We do every now and then, but this time in particular, we did go through every single bin and got rid of anything that we weren't using, that maybe went bad. We had a lot of paint and things like that that just weren't good anymore, so we got rid of those. And like I was saying before, I got rid of a lot of home decor, and I haven't gone through Christmas stuff yet because we are getting ready to decorate for Christmas the next few months, so I figured that would be a good time to go through all of that stuff instead of getting it all out and going through it now. It just seemed like a lot of work when I could kind of kill two birds with one stone. So my garage is definitely not Pinterest worthy. It's not my ideal garage organization, but you do not need to spend a lot of money to keep a space organized. They have plenty of options at the Dollar Tree or Walmart, and that is what these bins are from. But it's okay to not have bins either. I know a lot of us feel like we have to use bins to organize, and yes, they do help, but you don't need to use them all the time. And we have a lot of areas in our garage that we're not using bins, and we do have some random things kind of thrown on shelves. But at the end of the day, if it's organized to you and you feel like it's functioning for your family, then it's organized enough. Sometimes I get so caught up in having a Pinterest-worthy space because I am what you would say an influencer, and I feel like, you know, you see a lot of garage organization videos and they are just extravagant garages. Everything matches and everything looks good, but that stuff can be really expensive and we just don't have the budget for that. So we were working with what we have. I would have loved to have gotten all new bins to match, but it's not in the budget for us. It's not something that's a priority for me. It's a garage. It doesn't need to look beautiful. It just needs to be organized and function for my family's needs. So I wouldn't say recently, but within the last few months, I did a Q&A in one of my cleaning videos, and I loved doing that so much that I would love to do it again. So I wanted to take this time and ask you guys to leave me any comments down below of questions that you might have for me. It can be anything. It can be baby related, house related, relationship related. Whatever it is, nothing is off the table, and I would love to hear your questions, and then I will pick some of those questions to answer in my next cleaning video. It just gives me something to talk about and for you guys to learn more about me, but for me to also learn more about you, because I feel like it encourages a lot of conversations in my comment section, and it's just a lot of fun. It's so fun getting to know you guys and having those connections. I don't know, it's definitely one of my more favorite things about YouTube.
Let me tell you, not because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away.
I got a lot of slack in one of my old garage cleaning videos about having our ladders on a few nails on the wall. It is a hazard. I will agree with you guys. It's definitely a hazard, especially having kids out there. So we got this Craftsman garage and shed organizer, and it comes with different things that you can hang stuff on, and it came with ladder hooks in particular, so we figured we'd go ahead and get it. That way our ladders are secure in the way that they are supposed to be. And we love this so much, we actually got another one for our shed so that we could have all of those tools and shovels and things like that out there organized. And I love the way that it looks. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space on the wall, but it still makes everything look organized.
I used to let it in, all the things you said. You try to turn me into somebody else, but it will ricochet. I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you.
Now that everything is pretty much organized in here, I am just going to go through and wipe some stuff down. My kids love to play with chalk in the garage, and so there was chalk all over their kitchen here, and then there was some chalk on the floor. So I will get in here and mop as well, but I wanted to take a few minutes and just wipe a few of these surfaces down, and that way, you know, it wasn't as dirty. It is a garage, so I wasn't really concerned about it being super clean, but we had a lot of dirt on the floor because I was doing some spray painting in here and pulling the cars in and whatever else. It gets really dirty. So I did want to just mop over it really quickly so it got that major layer of dirt off the floor. We would love to eventually epoxy the floors in here, but at this point it just seems like a lot of work. It would have been something that we needed to do when we first moved in and didn't have anything in the garage, but I feel like it's kind of too late, and we have a lot of stains, and I don't know if we could get all of that out. And so I don't know, we've talked about it and gone back and forth, but I just don't really see how we could do that, and I just feel like it would be more of a hassle than anything else. So I don't know if you guys have successfully epoxied your garage floors when you had stuff in there. And if you did, let me know kind of how you did it. Did you work in sections? Did you move everything out first? I would love to know.
Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty up from the minute that I met you. Trying to get your attention, you make me nervous. In the corner of my best friend's sofa, you were getting buzzed and rum and coffee.
So now I'm going to show you guys how I make my organization labels using my Cricut Joy. So thank you to Cricut for sponsoring today's video, and I'm going to be using my Cricut app today to create the labels that I want. And what I love about the app is that it is so easy to use, And not only that, it also walks you through all of the steps that you need to do whenever you are using your Cricut Joy. So it'll tell you when it's time to load the paper, it'll tell you when it's time to take it out, when it's time to switch the pens and the cutting tool. It'll tell you everything, and I love that about the app because I am not a crafty person. I know maybe it seems like I am, but I'm not. And whenever I'm using my Cricut Joy, I have the confidence to be able to create beautiful projects in my very own home. You do not need to be a crafty person in order to use a Cricut, and that's what I love about their products is I feel like anybody can use them. You do not need to be an influencer or be somebody who creates things on Etsy. Anybody can use this in the comfort of their home. And what I love about the Cricut Joy is that it is portable. So what's nice is you can bring this all over your house. It's not real bulky or heavy. You could easily bring it to work or to a friend's house if maybe you're working on a project in those spaces as well. You guys know I love my Cricut. I have made so many organization labels with my Cricut Joy, and I've also made things like t-shirts and car decals. The options are endless. You can make anything, and Cricut gives you the tools and the resources that you need to be confident in creating these projects at home. If you guys are interested in Cricut Joy or any Cricut products, I will leave their website linked down below, as well as all of the products that I used in today's video to create the labels that I have here in my garage. And thank you again to Cricut for sponsoring today's video.
Come take my hand, I will walk with you. I won't let go till you say so.
And now for those satisfying before and after clips. You guys, I cannot believe we got this done. When we decided we were going to start working on the garage, it just felt so overwhelming and like such a big task to complete. And I cannot believe it's all done and ready. And we don't have to worry about it once baby is here. And it just feels so good to have all of this stuff decluttered and donated and out of my house. So if you guys are in need of some decluttering motivation, I really hope you leave my channel today feeling inspired and motivated to tackle a space in your home that you have the same problem with, where things just collect and collect and collect and you don't even know where to start. I really do hope that this encourages you to get a start on that area and just get it done, because it feels so good to have a space nice and organized and free of clutter. Anyways, you guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope that y'all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys!
Sometimes I wonder where you came from. You are special, yeah, you're special. Everything about you is so beautiful.